Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Carol Itoje. I'm a real estate consultant in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm here again with another episode on real estate investing in Nigeria. And as usual, of course, my videos are to inform you, to educate you, so that when you're making your next real estate investment, you're able to make a wise decision. You know, we all know that some of you out there, as a result of not knowing better, have lost hard-earned money, and that's no joke. So that's why I bring you these videos, try to share my own bits, try to share the knowledge that I have with you, so that you know the next real estate investment you make, you know better. You know, information is always key when you know what you're doing. Even though you're not here to invest, you are investing from wherever you are in the world, you'll be able to make an informed decision. You know what to do, what to look out for. So that's why I bring you these videos. Today's topic, I'm a bit excited about it. The reason is because I think in some of my videos I've mentioned that I also invest by the grace of God. I do that. I started investing in 2017. That's when I started investing, and I'm still investing now. You know, it's not like when you think about real estate, you think that you must have money, and that's true. You must have money, but you can also invest as much as you can, like what you can afford. We have property that we have lands that are selling for almost 30 million naira currently. But you don't have to have that much. You don't have to invest in lands that are selling that much. So I do what I can do, you know, what I can afford, and I'm happy that I've been able to keep to that for a while. Whenever I see a property that I feel has good potential, especially for long term, you know, I focus on long term because right now I really don't have money to be erecting buildings or any of that. So right now when I invest, my goal is for long term, and it's land banking. It's easier. Just keep it there, wait years later and see what happens. Definitely appreciation will happen over time instead of leaving your money in the bank. So that's my goal. So land is my thing. So when I find a land that interests me for various reasons, I try to, you know, invest there if it's something I can afford at that point in time. So I'd like to talk about a recent investment that I did and why I did it. You know, because I feel like it's only practical, or it's only normal that I talk about once in a while. I talk about the investments, real estate investment that I've made and why I did it. Because of these videos that I bring your way, of course, a lot of you come to me to ask, well, I want to invest, I don't know where to invest, let's discuss and all that. So maybe sharing this with you will help you. And also because we are running out of sale, you know, for the estate, and I just feel like properties like these don't come around very often. You know, we're starting to run out of options, of locations where to buy land. We all know about Ibeju, Lekki by now, right? We all know because of all the proposed things coming up there. We have the Dangote Refinery, the Lekki deep sea port. We even have towards where we have airports coming up and all that. So the focus has always been in Ibeju, Lekki, and this land I'm also talking about is still within that corridor. However, this time is a bit different. It's not in the Dangote Refinery area, even though it's still within the corridor. It's on this other side of the road. You know, when you watch the video, you get to understand that. But we'll get to that. So I just feel like, you know, I should discuss with you why I invested in this estate, because I feel like something like this doesn't come around too often, and I feel like a lot of you out there would like to know these things, would like to know why, you know, make this investment, so that, you know, if you also want to invest, you know, to either look into the same thing I looked into, or find something similar to look into. So Beachfront Park and Garden, why did I invest in it? I'll just go straight to the point and try not to make this video unnecessarily long. So Beachfront Park and Garden is located in Eleko, you know, Ibeju, Lekki side of Lagos. This property is owned by a company called Landmark Corporate Realty Limited. Now, the first time I heard about Beachfront Park and Garden was from a colleague, because at this point we have a lot of partners, you know, that So you don't necessarily, it's a lot to talk about all of them, and sometimes there are a lot of properties that come and go that I don't even pay attention to. So this Beachfront Park and Garden, I think, was one of those properties I didn't know about. I didn't read it. It was one of those properties. I think the first time I heard about it was through a prospect, asking me about it. And then before I started hearing about it from colleagues and all that, so I'm like, okay, what's this Beachfront Park and Garden? And then the colleague was telling me about it, and the colleague said he invested, there. And I'm like, really? Why? Because that's what, if you're investing, I'm investing, I want to know that. That's the first thing I asked, that why Beachfront Park and Garden? And what he said was that it was on a coastal road, a coastal road that's going to lead to VI, and that the title was good, and there was this ocean, is a beachfront, and all that. And as at that point, it was selling for 2.3 million naira, so I was like 2.3 million naira, and in a few days it was going to go to 2.8. So it was a situation where you had to make a decision. I mean, 500,000 naira is a lot of money. It was a situation where you had to make a decision, and you had to make it now, right now. And so, based on the fact that it was somebody I respected and all that, so I felt like, okay, let me just buy one plot. So I put application in for a plot. I had not seen the estate. Now, after I collected my document, that's when I now, arranged for a visit to the estate, and I was like, wow, I loved it. It was like I was in the future, and I could see what that place could become. Why? There's so much, when I went there, I saw that, I looked at it, I was like, there's so much potential here. First of all, like I said, it's not, when you get to, I'll show you the estate at the end of this video, but when you get to Eleko, for those of you that know up to Eleko, the Lekki Expressway, you continue to drive, there's a place called Eleko, right? At that Eleko, you turn off the Lekki Expressway and turn into this Eleko Beach Road, where we have a main estate. For those of you who know a main estate, that road where we have a main estate is known as Eleko Beach Road, right? When you drive to the end of that road where we have a main estate, on your left is the free trade zone. If you turn to your left, you are going to free trade zone and Dangote Refinery. If you turn to your right, you're going to Eleko Beach and all that. That's where we have Beachfront Park and Garden. So we're used to investing in this side of it, left-hand side of it, where we have, the Dangote Refinery, the free trade zone and all that. But this right-hand side of it, this has to be this is the first estate actually on the right-hand side of the road that I'm marketing. Do you understand? And that I'm investing in. So it's always on the left that we focus on, but this on the right. And the first reason, when I look at that place, the right of it, I was when they said, oh, it was on this side of the road, I was kind of, I was curious. Like, oh, okay, wow, okay, that's good for a change. And that's because the free trade zone, of course, that road, they are going to expand it, no doubt about it. The expansion has already started. They've expanded some part of the road. I think it's going to be like 8 lanes, 6 or 8 lanes. That's what they are working towards, right? So traffic will not be as bad, but still, we're going to have trucks coming up and down because of the, because of the refinery that is there. Dangote Refinery, their trucks and all that. So it's going to be kind of a busy road. The expansion, of course, it wouldn't be a situation like a Papa. If you've read about Papa in Lagos, it wouldn't be that. But it's kind of still going to be a busy road. So that's the first thing I think about when I think about the right-hand side of this road. That's number one. Now, when I got to the estate, what really impressed me? First, it was on a coastal road, which people say is an alternative road to the Lekki Expressway that's going to be fixed by the government. It's this very long road and that leads to VI, right? It's a very long road, coastal road that leads to VI. And I put my mind in 10 years from now, like 5 to 10 years from now, that road is fixed. Now you have these estates, you have a land that is just on a major road. I heard that it's probably going to be 4 to 6 lanes that's going to be on that road. Now you have this land that is on a major road. major road that leads to VI. Think about that as an investor, just that fact as an investor first. Now you now have this ocean just facing the estate. So in a situation where you can come out of the gate of your estate, cross over to the ocean, and just go relax. That's what someone, if you're thinking about living there, and just go. It's a walk not up to 5 minutes. It's a walk of 3 minutes, 4 minutes from the gates of your estate. You walk to the ocean. The feeling, the serenity, like when you're there, life feels differently. You can come home every day after a hard day's work, have dinner, and then just go to the ocean for a while, sit down, meditate. For those of you who do yoga, do your yoga and all that. That's another thing. It's within the corridor, as I've said, of every other thing happening on the left-hand side of the road. Do you understand? It's within the corridor, but just, not in that busy area. And then in that same corridor, we have the proposed international airport coming up. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? So when I went there the second time, I already applied for one plot. I went there the second time, I was like, no, this is good. Everything was just coming to me, was hitting me like how this area could be in a few years. So I was like, no, I need to take 2 more plots. Of course, if you can't afford it, you can always put yourself on installment plan, even if that will mean paying a bit more for it. But whatever it takes for you to get that investment, So proposed airport is coming, ocean is there, coastal road. I was just like, no, this land will be good for Airbnb. In another, like some years time, this land, if that airport happens, right? Or when it happens, in Nigeria, you never know with this thing. So you use if instead of when. So if that airports do happen that has been proposed, and you have these estates facing an ocean, do you know what that means? Think about it for a few minutes. Think about it. Let it sink in. What that would mean for you as an investor that has land there. Airbnb for people who live abroad. White men. If you don't want to do the annual rent, you don't have to do it. And if you're someone, like I said, that don't want the stress, you can sell it off. But in my mind, that's not a land that I even want to disturb or I will sell off in a hurry. I'm going to really keep it for maybe the next 7-10 years, see what happens in that area, then come and decide what I want to do with it. And in my head, I'm thinking Airbnb, just do Airbnb. That place will be like the rush there, with the ocean, with the major road that leads to VI, with the airport close by. It's going to be a good one. So that's why I rushed 2 more plots. So I have 3 plots now in Beachfront Park and Garden. Funny enough, I didn't even think I'll be making any land banking investment this year, but I found something really, really good that I couldn't resist. I had other plans for this year, but I found something really, and this is one I'm really, really impressed by. This will be the 4th estate I'm investing in, and this one, no, this is good. And the thing is, it's also affordable. It's not like it's very expensive. It has a conversation, right? And even in the terms of sale, you see that they are going to give you, it's going to get a global CFO, so you're going to get a copy of that as well when that happens. Do you understand? So that's why I invested in Beachfront Park Estate, and I think you'll love it. And I'll just show you the estates now, and then come back and conclude this video. So just enjoy it, watch it. It's a detailed video, as you know I like to do with all my videos. So even when you're not here, you see exactly what I see at the site. So watch and enjoy. Hello, how you doing? Karitoje here. So right now, look at where I am. I'm at Beachfront Park and Gardens. Can you see that signboard there? Beachfront Park and Gardens at Eleko. This is how the area looks like. So now let me try and explain or describe where I am. For those of you who know Eleko, you know when you are coming on the Lekki Expressway, you get to Eleko Junction, right? You get to Eleko Junction, instead of continuing on that Lekki Expressway, you enter that Eleko Beach Road where we have a main estate, right? Now, that road where we have a main estate, once you drive down that road, you get to the end of it. It's not a long road, it's a short road. You get to the end of it, there's a left and right turn. The left side take you to the free trade zone, the Dangote Refinery. That's the left turn. The right turn takes you to where I am now. This is a straight road from where I'm standing now. Is the straight road from the right turn. So we are actually at Eleko, and on this same road where you stand, you can see a main estate phase 2. So that's where we are now. Where I'm standing is a very long road. This road you are seeing is a very long road, and it's a coastal road, meaning it's a government road. This is probably going to be a 6-lane road, and I'm hearing that there are already talks for it to be fixed, for it to be fixed and repaired. And this road leads to VI, so we're talking about, if you're looking for a place where you invest and within a short few years it becomes, the price triples and is strategic, this is it. This is it because of this coastal road. Now this coastal road is going to lead to VI, like I said. Now I'm going to turn the camera, show you the estate proper. When this estate started selling at 2.3. That was just like a month or two ago. It started selling for 2.3, a plot for 600 square meter, but now it's selling for 2.8. It's been selling for 2.8 now for a while, for maybe a few weeks. But now dredging, they're working on dredging and sand filling on the site. Now this is not 100% dry land. I'm not going to lie to you about that. This is not 100% dry land, but the company is going to sand fill, and the company is going to do all that before they allocate to you. So it's nothing you should worry about. And the name Beachfront is gotten from the beach here. We have a beach just opposite. So it's a situation where you're in your estate, you just open your gates, you cross over to the beach. I will show you the beach. But for now, let me turn the camera and show you the site itself. So over here we have the beach. I'll walk down once I've shown you the estate itself so that you can see it. It's just facing the estate. Look at it. Beachfront. Then the beach is here. So unlike probably some videos you may see that you think that when they just say the beach is the beach is behind it, it's not behind it, it's opposite it. So there's no fear that I prefer that, because there's no fear of some of you that will think the water from the beach will overflow to the land. No, it's opposite. It's not behind the estate, so it's a beach front. The front of the estate is facing the beach. Now let me show you the estate itself. Beachfront Park and Garden set. A lot of work is going on because they are planning to increase price soon, but before they do, they want to make it worth it. So they're going to dredge, sand fill before they do all that. The gatehouse being worked on. See what I mean? So those trees, everything, the next thing they're planning to work on now, those trees, the engineer is even on site here. They're going to bring down all those trees you're seeing, do the dredging and start to sand fill. For some of us here, some of us who already invested, I already invested. I tapped into it immediately it came out, and bought some plot for myself. So did some of my colleagues. Now you're seeing some water. And apart from the water, you notice this is it's not a flat land, so it's going to be dredged, it's going to be sand filled. So that's it. I'm going to cross over and go show you the beach I'm talking about. I'm going to walk to the beach and show you that. I should have brought you the video of this beachfront sooner, but it's not too late. I even came with a client standing there. I think he's very impressed. He's waiting to talk to me. Well, let me just finish this video. going to the beach. Come, let's go to the beach. So I'm going to just keep my camera on. Why? Okay. So, okay. So we're just walking to the beach. Don't worry, keep me. So it's actually Landmark, the company that cleared these parts properly, so we can just actually see what it looks like. Oh, the air here is something else. Live in a place like this. Every evening you come back, you're tired, have dinner, come here, relax, meditate. For those even into yoga, you do your yoga. It's beautiful. Wow. Wow. Nice, nice, nice. This is the life. Someone needs to come build a resort here. Life for real. So call me, my numbers are on your screen. You see everything that you've seen. Everything. So call me and I'll be glad to talk to you. Bye for now. Alright, so now that you've seen the video, what do you think of it? Love it, right? I did too. So if everything I've said makes sense to you and beachfront is something you also want to invest in, you've got to do it now. Unfortunately, I didn't bring you this video quick enough. I knew it was going to, because the rush for it, because we that market properties, when we see property that we love, our passion for it in marketing is always very different. So we have a lot of consultant marketing. I knew it wasn't going to, be here for too long, because the rates, the rush I have gotten so far since I uploaded, the video I did of the site. It's been something else. So if other consultants are also getting the same rush, no wonder it's about selling out. So sales are closing August 15th, and today is August 8th, I think, Friday, August 8th. So you really don't have a lot of time, which is why I always say subscribe to my videos so that you see these things immediately they happen. So if you are among the first people watching this video, you still have time, you still have about a week to act before sales are closed. So that's it. I'm rushing to site inspection. I have site inspection booked for 10, and it should be about 10 a.m. here now, Friday, August 8th. So that's about it for today. Let me know what you think, and of course my numbers are on your screen. Contact me. Let's do this. If Beachfront Park and Garden is something that interests you, that is in Eleko, let's do this. You really don't have a lot of time to think about it. Like I said, August 15th is going to close for sale. I wish I brought this to you earlier. I wish I did this video earlier in the week or something to give you more time to plan, but I didn't even know it was going to. We got the notification that it was selling out just yesterday. I got it yesterday evening, and I said I must bring this video, because I know this is something that it's a good one. It's not every time you find something really good that has everything going for it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not every time. And a plot there is 600 square meters. You can also buy commercial plots. Like I said, it's going to be on a very major road, so that's something that would be good for commercial plot as well. Depending on whatever you want to do with it, you can get some commercial, you can get some residential. But commercial plot comes at extra price. Residential plot is 2.8, commercial plot is 3.8 a plot. So if you have any more questions, just call me. My numbers are on your screen. As I've said, I'll be expecting to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until I come your way again, my name is Carol Itoje. I'm your trusted real estate consultant in Lagos. Until next time, bye for now.